Defense expert PK Sehgal has said that the Pathankot attack has established the fact that there has been a complete failure of command and control. He said those on duty were neither familiar with the environment nor with the terrain, and hence it is an act of military stupidity. The Pathankot attack is a warning bell for India, especially Punjab, because besides the IAF base in Pathankot, which was attacked by suspected Pakistani terrorists, Punjab has frontline IAF bases in Adampur, Halwara, Bhatinda, and substantial army presence at various places, including Jalandhar, Pathankot, Amritsar, Bhatinda, and Patiala. The free run that the terrorists had has exposed the security breach despite the high alert in the area. Interestingly, terrorists from Pakistan had launched a terror attack on Dinanagar town in Punjab's Gurdaspur district on July 27, leaving 7 people dead, including a senior police officer.
New York Times carried out a story saying that 13 intrusions had taken place through the same area and this was the 14th. So how over a period of 3 to 4 years the Indian forces, the BSF who's manning that border and the Punjab police are allowing this to happen is something that itself needs to be probed. There's a lot more than what meets the eye. 50% of all young boys in Punjab have become drug addicts. There's a huge drug mafia and a drug cartel. The politicians themselves are involved, right from the top politician of the, even the chief minister's kith and kin seem to be involved. The Punjab police is involved. My perception is that BSF too is involved. In this instance case, possibly this intrusion or infiltration was aided by some of these elements, thinking that they are drug mafia. They did not know that they were terrorists. You are putting highly trained elements into a totally unknown terrain, unknown environment. They were neither familiar with the environment, nor with the terrain, nor the layout of the land, nor the layout of the airfield. And hence putting them in command and subordinating everybody else under them was an act of military stupidity. The reverse should have been in place. A local commander should have been, preferably the Air Force base commander, but if they are ill-equipped to handle this sort of thing, the army person, any battalion commander there could have done it. Luck was on our side, otherwise the damage could have been much worse. How they infiltrated itself continues to be a mystery, unless they were aided and abetted by our side. How they got into the airfield, despite the fact that it was a 10 feet high security wall, it is said that they jumped from some neighboring houses, etc., is something that the wall should have always and every time should have been under surveillance. More so when you got a concrete alert and a concrete warning. Again, the actions by the SP seems to be highly suspect. They were meant to derail the talks, meant to put the Indian Prime Minister in a spot, meant to put the BJP in a spot. And several rehearsals were carried out. Before this attack was launched, several rehearsals were carried out on Pakistani airfields. I wish to here mention to you that the same elements who not pro-Pakistan, the TPP, have successfully carried out attacks against Pakistani airfields as well as naval installations. So in other words, the terrorists were pretty familiar with the type of layout, etc. But in spite of that, we were very lucky that they could neither get into the technical area, nor they could get into family quarters, etc. Everything went wrong. Intelligence gathering, intelligence sharing, timely passage of information, etc. Certain people took it casually. The SP, Sarvinder, passed on the information to SSP in Gurdaspur as well as Pathankot. They took it casually. They did not read very much into it. Even at the air base, the base commander took it casually. He did not immediately get in touch with the army. The army was next door. Instead, they get through to the NSA in Delhi. Its meetings are being held in Delhi. All this, etc., should have been held there. The decision making should have been there as against Delhi. Delhi is too far from the scene. And then command and control there was absence of command and control. Who was accountable? Who was responsible? Was the base commander the overall commander? Was the army chap an overall commander? Was the NSG an overall commander? Was the Punjab police and all? Huge question marks are there. Okay, who was in command of the operations? Who was coordinating the entire thing?
Powered by NNIS.